Eaglers, there you are. How are you? It's Alex here. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about SEO, specifically on-site SEO and how you can improve the search engine optimization on your WordPress website by simply installing a plugin. The plugin I'm going to be using is Yoast SEO. Now, I've been using this plugin for a long time. In fact, it was the SEO plugin that I used on bestroofbox.com. Now, regulars to the channel will know that that was a website that I created as a tutorial, and then I shared with you everything that I did to that website, and it ended up being quite successful. It ranked well on the search engines, got a lot of traffic, and I ended up selling it for a high 5-figure amount. So that was nice. Yoast SEO is a very well-respected plugin. As I said, it's been around for a long time. In fact, it's been around for 15 years. This year is their anniversary, and to celebrate, they've given me a special discount coupon that I can share with you so you can upgrade to Yoast SEO Premium. The free version is pretty good of the plugin, I should say, but with the premium version, you get a whole load of extra features. So to get yourself a copy of Yoast Premium, just head over to their website. You'll find a link in the description. I'll put one up now as well. And then when you get there, make sure you use the coupon WPEagle15. Again, I'll put that in the description in case you need to find it in a hurry, and you'll get 15% off the price, which is nice. So this video really is WordPress SEO 101. I'm going to be taking you through 5 essential things that you need to do on your website to ensure that you get indexed and rank on the search engines. The first thing is SEO analysis. So this is looking at your pages and your posts and optimizing them around the keywords that you want to rank for. Next up, I'm going to take you through a bit of readability analysis. So this is just basically checking your content, checking that it's been well written and that it's easy to read, which search engines absolutely love. Well, as do human beings as well. They love to consume content that's easy to read, of course. Next, we're going to be doing XML sitemaps. These are really important. Basically, we're going to create a sitemap, which is basically just a document that shows every bit of content on your website and how it's structured. And then we're going to submit that to Google so that Google knows exactly how your website's structured, and it can really help the search engines crawl your website efficiently. Then I'm going to show you that redirect feature so you can manage your redirects and make sure that no one ends up on 404 pages. And then finally, I'm going to show you the internal link suggestion tool that's built into Yoast so that you can link together all your content in a really nice way, which is just perfect for visitors and for search engines. But I think that's enough talking about SEO. Let's jump on the computer and let's get Yoast SEO Premium set up, and let's go through those 5 essential SEO tasks that you need to do on your WordPress website. Let's go. So here's the website that I'm going to be using Yoast on. It's estepona.life. It's one of my projects that I'm working on at the moment. It's a website all about where I live, which is the town of Estepona in Spain. So I've already purchased Yoast SEO Premium, and now I need to install it. So let's do that. I'm already logged into the website. So let's go into the dashboard and then go to plugins and add new. Then I've downloaded Yoast Premium, so I'm going to upload it from my computer. There it is. Of course, if you want to install the free version, you can just do a search for it right here. But let's install the premium version right now. So I've clicked install now. And then let's activate. So there we go. The installation was successful. It's given me a few ideas on things that I might want to do, which is great. But the first thing I'm going to show you is the SEO analysis. So let's jump onto a bit of content. Let's go into my posts. Okay, so here's my posts. Let's take a look at this first one, which is the best fish restaurants in Estepona. Here we are. So it's an article about fish restaurants in Estepona, of course. And I've got a few on here that I've suggested. So let's bring up the Yoast panel. If I click up here, it brings up this panel down the side. And what we need to do is add a focus key phrase. So this is basically the keyword that we're trying to rank for on the search engines. And for this one, of course, it is best fish restaurant Estepona. I guess we could include the in as well. Okay, so that's added, and you'll see that this little face has changed here. It's gone to orange. Now, what I will say is it's very easy to get obsessed with these little orange and green and red faces. You want to optimize, obviously, as best as you can, but you don't need to be, fanatical about it. You don't need to make sure it's green all of the time. Just do the best you can. Want to get the basics right for sure, which we're going to do right now, and do some of the other stuff if you can. But you don't sweat it too much. If you're getting orange, it's probably going to be okay. But let's have a look at what the analysis says. So it says the first problem is there's no outbound links. I guess I could add a couple of links to these guys' websites if I can find them. So maybe I'll do that later. Next, it says the key phrase in introduction. Your key phrase or its synonym, I can't say that word, do not appear in the first paragraph. So if I click on this little AI button, and once I've just given some consent, it's going to do some stuff. Give me a suggestion. If you search for the best fish restaurant in Estepona, you'll find plenty of options to satisfy your taste buds. I like it. I'm going to apply it. But I'm going to take out taste buds. I don't like that. That sounds like AI. You'll find plenty of options. That's good. So we fix that problem. The next is key phrase distribution. Very uneven. Large parts of your text do not contain the key phrase or its synonyms. And then if we bring up the little I, it says it's there. Okay, and we can see, they're mostly at the top. So maybe if I add a little conclusion. So there are some of the best fish restaurants in Estepona. What's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Okay. I think that's better now, right? Does it need another one? I'm not going to get too obsessed with that. I don't want to stuff too many keywords in here. I think that's enough. Meta description length. No meta description has been specified. Search engines will say a copy from the page instead. Personally, I don't think search engines ever use the meta description, so I'm not worried about that. Key phrase and subheading. Use more key phrases. I don't want to put fish restaurant in all the subheadings, so I'm going to leave that. Okay. Key phrase and SEO title does not contain the exact match. Best fish restaurant. I mean, it's close enough, right? Best fish. Let me just add an S on there. That'd be better. Is that better? Yeah, let's fix that. I mean, best fish restaurant, best fish restaurants. I don't think, again, plural is going to make too much difference. So there's still a few little problems, but yeah, as I said, don't get too obsessed with it. So that is your SEO analysis. It's a great way just to double check that you've got your keywords and your key phrases in the most important places, which to me personally are the title up here and in the headings, and then maybe, in the first paragraph. And you can also check that, you've got all these things sorted, which is looking pretty good. So that's your SEO analysis. That's the first thing with Yoast SEO. The next thing I want to show you is the readability analysis, which thankfully we're already on the green. So the only problem I've got here is the transition words. Only about 15.3% of sentences contain transition words, which is not enough. What is it? What is a transition word? I'm going to look that up. If you're unsure about anything, you can just click on the link. Okay. Terms like and, but, so, and because are transition words, as they show your readers the relationship between phrases, sentences, or even paragraphs. Seeing as I've got 6 things right, I'm not going to worry too much about transition words, but I guess it's something I need to keep in mind and use more of them. Other things that I've got right are the passive voice, consecutive sentences, subheading distribution, paragraph length, they're not too long, sentence length, and word complexity, which is quite surprising because I don't think I'm very good at writing, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So yeah, do check out the readability analysis. A great way to check your writing. If you're getting 6 out of 7, you're probably doing okay. But yeah, transition words, that's something I'll definitely work on as I write more content. Okay, so they're the two things that you get within your content, the two tools that are really useful. So yeah, Readability Analysis and Premium SEO Analysis. Down at the bottom, we've got the Yoast SEO Premium panel, which is nice. It gives you a little snippet of what you're going to look like in the search appearance. That's the mobile result. That's the desktop result. You can adjust your page title here. So at the moment, it's Best Fish Restaurants in Estepona Live. So it's got the title of the page, the separator. Here is where you can add that meta description if you want to. And then we've also got the analysis down here if we need it. You can also add extra key phrases as well. So you can kind of try and optimize around more than one, which is pretty useful, especially on longer articles. The other tool that we've got down here is the internal linking suggestion. So we just need to start this SEO data optimization. Just give that a click. And it's going to start optimizing my SEO data. It may take a while, so let's leave that doing that. Okay, so that's done. The SEO data optimization is complete. Let's go back. What I'll do is I'm just going to save this. And now we've got some internal linking suggestions. So internal links are a very important part of SEO. To link relevant content together is good, not only for visitors, but for search engines, so they can get an idea of what all your content is about. So these are the things that we can link to. And, well, I think I've already linked to these, right? I've already got these. Let me just check. Chiringuitos, yep. El Madero, Chiringuito Paco, El Pescador. So I'm kind of already on it with my internal linking. Let me just remove one. Let me just see if that would then make a difference with, once I remove it. Oh, I've forgotten how to remove a link up here. Let me just remove that, and then we'll see the difference down here. Aha, perfect. Let me just refresh this page. Okay, so yeah, they all had a tick because they were all done. So let's put this one back, copy the link. So really easy, you can then link it up like this, get the link here, paste it in, job done. So really good internal linking system. I mean, I used to, try, Link Whisper, and I always found that a little bit more clunky. But this, really easy, simple suggestions. Let me just try this on another post. Let me go back and just check one more. Oh, okay, let me save. Good idea. Let's just try it on one other post. Best tapas in Estepona. I'll have a look at the internal link suggestions. Again, I think I might have already done it because I've done SEO for a little while. I kind of know about internal links and that they're important, and I've already done it. But maybe I've missed one. No, they're all good. Well, it's nice to know you're doing the right thing, huh? We'll have a look at one more. Children's playgrounds in Estepona. Right down to the bottom. Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got a few missing. So water parks near Estepona. Yeah, that's a good one. Now, I don't think I actually mentioned water parks. So I'm going to need to kind of add this to the text. I think maybe towards the bottom. Yeah. If it's really hot, your kids would probably love a trip to a water park to have fun and cool down. And then obviously I can include the link here on the words water park. Maybe include it near Estepona too. Then I can paste that in. And then we've got the tick. So yeah, there's some options here. I mean, I'll have to think about how to integrate that into the copy. But it's given me some good ideas because, yeah, they are relevant posts. I mean, this is all about children's playgrounds. So anything to do with stuff to do in Estepona, anything for kids, like these things to do, views, water parks, you know, that could be interesting for children too. So some good suggestions there. So there we go. That's the SEO analysis. That's the readability analysis. And that's the internal linking suggestion tool. Let me show you one other tool. Kind of doing these in a slightly different order than what I said in the introduction, but that's fine. We're kind of just being organic in this video. I'm just trying to get back to the dashboard here. Let's take a look at the redirect tool. So within your dashboard, if you scroll down, you've got this little Yoast SEO section. And then we've got this redirects. So redirects are very important. If you change your URL, if you take a page offline and you want them, you know, you have a newer article or something or whatever. If you make a change to your website that's going to result in people not being able to find the page because the URL's changed, this is where redirects come in. It's very important for search engines. So here's the redirect section of Yoast SEO. It's really easy to use. You just type in the old URL here and the new one here. Pretty straightforward, you know, old and then new. Yoast will also detect if you delete a post, it will suggest that you create a redirect to somewhere else. And if you change the URL of a post or a page, it will recognize that as well and create a redirection for you automatically. So that's nice. So yeah, pretty straightforward, not much to see here, but it is very important. Now I've just seen that Yoast would like me to run my first time SEO configuration. Maybe I jumped in a little bit too quick. So let's have a quick look at this before we go on to the final thing, which will be the sitemaps. So SEO data optimization, that's already done. We did that a minute ago when we were doing the link stuff. Site representation. I mean, this all looks good. I'm an organization. Website name is Estepona Life. And there's the logo. That's all good. Social profiles. This allows us to fine-tune the metadata for these platforms. Okay, well, I should probably add these. Give me 2 seconds. I'll pump these in here. There we go. There's some social media profiles. Let's click Save and Continue. Do we want to help and improve? Yeah, why not? That's fine. Okay, we're done. That's quite easy. I guess you could do that anytime. It's just some very simple configuration. So the final thing is the sitemap, and I'm going to show you how to create that sitemap and submit it to Google. So let's go into Yoast and let's go to settings. So in the settings here, I mean, there's loads of cool stuff in here, but let's scroll down. We've got the XML sitemaps right here, and just got to make sure it's turned on. That's all you got to do, and it's on by default. So you've already created your XML sitemap. That was easy, wasn't it? Let's take a look at it. So it's got 10. I mean, we've got products, categories, all these things. I mean, there's a lot. The main ones are, of course, post sitemap, page sitemap, and eatery sitemap. I guess hotel sitemap too. I've got basically custom posts for the restaurants, the bars, the eateries. They're all here. So this is all the information that Google needs to index your site well. The URL is your domain /sitemap_index.html. So I'm just going to copy that because I'm going to need that for Google, although I could probably remember sitemap_index.xml, but you know what my memory's like. So now I'm going to go over to the Google Search Console. It's very easy to find. You can just Google Search Console. Let me show you. Pop up a tab. Google Search Console. It's this one here. Let's start now. So you need to create an account if you haven't got one already. I already have. Here is my website. It's already set up. If you haven't, you'll need to add one, which is quite easy to do. I can do that in here. Basically, just select the URL prefix and enter your URL, and then you'll need to verify one way or another. If you're running Google Analytics, you should automatically verify, but it will give you some other options. Once you've done that, you then get this dashboard. It tells you all the things that Google know about your website, how well it's being indexed, kind of clicks and all that kind of stuff. It's not actually looking too bad, huh, this site? But let's add the sitemap. Here is the sitemap section. So you go in here and basically just enter that URL, which of course was sitemap_index.xml. Click submit. And success. Simple as that. So that was Yoast SEO. I'm going to be doing a few more videos with Yoast. There's more to it than just those things, but they're the important things. Do your analysis and make sure your page titles and your headings are correct. Check your readability and make sure that it's not terrible. You're then going to want to do that internal linking. That's the job that I'm going to go back and do a bit more thoroughly. I'm going to go through my posts and make sure all those links are done, because I think that's a really good way to improve your SEO. You're going to want to submit the sitemap like we just did right now. That's essential. You need to do that if you haven't done that already. And then, of course, you've got that redirect feature, which is great if you make any changes, delete posts or change the URLs. So yeah, that is the WordPress SEO basics covered. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button and make sure you subscribe too while you're down there clicking on buttons. Really appreciate it. And that way you won't miss any upcoming videos. Remember, you can get your hands on Yoast SEO Premium at a special price by using the code WPEagle15. Find a link to their website in the description. I'd love to know how your SEO is going. If you've got any SEO tips or basically anything you want to share, do leave me a comment below. I do read all the comments that I get. But until next time, I wish you the best of luck with your websites. See you later.